Welcome students. Today we are starting a new chapter. This time it is from economics. What is economics? Basically economics means a science or a subject in which study about earning money and spending money. It means anything related to the money matters. That is economics. How much we earn, how we spend, what is the remaining amount with us, all that. पैसे से related कोई भी चीज that comes under economics. So ninth standard, this chapter is your the beginning point of the journey of economics that you will be studying throughout 9th and 10th. Of course, if you want to take economics further in higher academics, you can continue. So what are we going to study here? The chapter says that story of village Palampur. This is not a English or Hindi or any language where you study story. Here story means it is a case study. It means, by the way, I want to make it very clear, there is a village called Palampur in West Bengal. There is really a village with the name of Palampur, but here we are not talking about that village which is in West Bengal. We are here talking about Palampur as a general village. This Palampur represent any village in the country. Through Palampur, we'll try to understand how the Indian villages are, what facilities are available in the Indian villages. So it is an imaginary village. In this chapter, when we are talking about Palampur as a village, we are talking about an imaginary village. Okay. So what are we going to see in this chapter? First, say Palampur as a case study. Again, I told you here in this chapter, Palampur is not any specific village. कोई खास गांव नहीं है ये. This is a typical गांव in India. Typical village in India. भारत के majority of the villages you will find in this way. These facilities, normal hospitals, primary schools, primary health centers, kind of roads, connectivity, all this is which is available in most of the villages. Palampur is like that. That is the case study of Palampur. Here we'll study that. Then we'll see factors of production. We'll see what is production. Then what factors are needed for production. All that you'll come to know when we'll actually come to this topic to discuss. So okay, just keep in mind economics is a subject in which we learn about the money matters, earning and spending of money. Okay, that's very important subject. So Palampur or any village, what is the most important economic activity in village? Now first, what is an economic activity? Economic activity means activity that is performed in order to earn some money. मतलब कुछ कमाने के लिए जो पैसा कमाया जाता है वो economic activity है. For example, I am teaching you, I am your teacher, I teach you, and for teaching to you, I am paid a salary by the school. School pays me salary and I teach you. So teaching is an economic activity for me. But when you study at home, when your father or your mother explains some topic to you, so they are also doing the same thing, explaining. I am also doing the same thing. But no one pays any money to your parents because that is doing his personal family activity. We can call it a social activity. But when I teach, I charge for that. So mine is economic activity. When a chef cooks in a hotel, that chef's cooking is an economic activity. But when your father or your mother, when they cook at home, that is their family activity, not the economic activity. I hope this is very clear. Any activity that is performed in order to earn some money is an economic activity. Clear? So in Indian villages, what is the most important activity? You said that? Let's see. I hope you're correct. Yes, agriculture. Kisani, Kheti Badi is the most important economic activity in the Indian villages. Even at present now, agriculture is most widely performed economic activity in the country. इंडिया में आज भी सबसे ज्यादा लोग अगर कोई काम करते हैं वो फार्मिंग करते हैं. Number one sector, agriculture is the number one sector which has given the maximum number of jobs to the people in India. So is there only one activity practiced in Palampur? किसी भी इंडिया के गांव में क्या सिर्फ किसानी ही होती है, एग्रीकल्चर ही होता है, और आर देयर सम अदर एक्टिविटीज टू? यस, देयर आर सम अदर एक्टिविटीज टू, लाइक स्मॉल स्केल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. छोटी मोटी चीजें जो बनाते हैं ना, गांव के गांव में बना के बेचते हैं या शहरों में ला के बेचते हैं. कोई पापड़ बना के शहर में ला के बेचता है, कोई दही बना के शहर में ला के बेचता है, या और मे बी सम अदर थिंग्स दैट आर मैन्युफैक्चर्ड एट विलेजेस. दैट इज स्मॉल स्केल मैन्युफैक्चरिंग. Then dairy, of course, many of you may be receiving your milk from the villages, maybe curd too, ghee, all these things we may get from villages. Then transportation, even we have buses and other things, but villages also, this kind of transportation you might have seen if you visited to any village, or maybe might have seen in the movies too. And shopkeeping, of course shops are there in villages too. So here in this chapter we'll mainly focus on agriculture, and by the end of this chapter we'll see this non-farming economic activity. Agriculture is an economic activity in itself, then there are some other activities other than agriculture. So these activities are known as non-farm activities. A कृषक कार्यकलाप, आर्थिक कार्यकलाप, forget about the Hindi words. So okay, farming, agriculture and non-farm activities. Let us move to the पालमपुर now. अभी हम पालमपुर जाएंगे, देखेंगे पालमपुर के बारे में कुछ बेसिक सी चीजें. पालमपुर is a small village which is connected to a Raiganj, a big normal city, maybe normal city, and then Raiganj is connected to Shahpur, a big city. If we try to understand, we'll consider Palampur as our near village Datada. Datada is connected to Chandrapur. Datada is bigger than Chandrapur, and there is an all-weather road. What is all-weather road? It means it doesn't matter whether it is summer, winter, rainy season. All throughout this season we can go to Datada. Then Chandrapur is connected to Nagpur, which is the center of India, which is a big city, metro city we can call it now. So same as the Palampur is connected to Raiganj, a small town, chota shahar. Then Shahpur is a big town which is again connected to Raiganj. So in short, Palampur is well connected to the metro city through a Raiganj, through all weather roads. This first point is very clear. Generally this happens with most of the villages. Then that point we already seen, all weather road. Then many kind of transport now you can observe on these roads. Even uh, we see trucks, buses, there are bullock carts too, there are bikes too, there are dairy vehicles also, there are tangas, carts, and lots of vehicles are there. And some vehicles are used for goods transport. Goods मतलब याद रखो GOOD good, which is an adjective मतलब अच्छा. GOOD good को S लगा दो, goods कर दो. अब वो adjective नहीं, अब अच्छा नहीं, अब वो सामान हो गया. GOOD good मतलब अच्छा. GOODS goods मतलब सामान. Remember that in front of any truck you might have seen goods carrier. It is never written good carrier. Goods मतलब सामान. Carrier means the one who carries things from one place to another. मतलब अगर आप ट्रक खरीदते हो और आपको वो ट्रक का इस्तेमाल ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए करना है, उसको एज पैसे कमाने की इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटी बनाना चाहते हो, तो आपको गवर्नमेंट से आरटीओ से परमिशन लेनी पड़ेगी और ये बताना पड़ेगा कि आप ट्रक का इस्तेमाल सिर्फ सामान ट्रांसपोर्ट के लिए कर रहे हो. दैट इज, सो इट इज गुड्स कैरियर. सो गुड्स मीन सामान. So transport available on these roads can be used for goods transport. This is, sorry, goods transport, and this is public transport. Okay, this is also public transport. This is goods transport. Okay, Raiganj, Palampur is connected to town and a city with all weather roads. The roads are used for goods and public transport and vehicles too. Even some bikes and motorcycles are also available there. Now let's come inside the village Palampur. There are 450 families live in Palampur, and all these families belong to different castes. You know caste: Brahman, Kshatriya, Vaishya and Shudra. These castes are formed just based on the economic activities people used to perform earlier. About this caste we will be studying in detail next year political science. Forget about that now. Four castes. So there are 450 families live in Palampur. There are only 10 upper caste families. Upper caste means we may consider Brahmins or Kshatriyas, all these. And these 10 upper caste families own majority of the land. Okay. And same French Revolution we have seen clergy and nobility. They are less in percentage in population, but owner of the largest amount of property. And their houses are pakka houses. Pakka houses means constructed with bricks, cement plaster, RCC concrete के जी slab होते हैं, पक्का घर. Whereas one third population is scheduled caste. See, 10 are upper caste. One third means 450. But you calculate this, I have not done it. So one third are SCs. They are extremely poor people. They live in a small kacha houses that is made of simply mud and straw. This is like this. Straw means सूखी हुई घास, mud means क्ले, चिकनी मिट्टी या मिट्टी से बने हुए घर जिसपे इस तरह के स्ट्रॉज रखे हुए, ये ऐसे घरों में रहते हैं। जबकि अपर कास्ट लोग कुछ ऐसे घरों में रहते हैं, बड़े घर जो यहाँ पे दिखाई दे रहे हैं। And these people are poor. 1/3 SC people are poor, and remaining people are average people, middle class people. Then we can see there are schools also. Some primary school and secondary school is there also village. It means there is a school from 1 to 5 standard and 6 to 8 standard. These schools are in Palampur. If you want to study more than that, then you have to go to Raiganj. There is one primary health center, and that is, we can say, government hospital, but don't consider compare it with the government hospital in your district, in your city. There in this hospital, this is known as primary health center, Prathamik Swasthya Kendra. Here you may get only one doctor, one nurse and one ward by maybe 1 or 2 beds. There are no big facilities available, only first aid or treatment like the fever or something, normal things are being treated here. And the schools also there, one primary school and one high school and the primary health center. So this is about the village Palampur, and every Indian village is like that. I hope every one of you is associated, connected to some or the other village, maybe your grandparents or some from mother's side or from father's side, you may be having a connection to a village. So do you think that the village that is being described here or has been described in this chapter is similar to that village? Is there school? Is there primary health center? Is there all weather connected roads? Majority of the villages are there. Of course, every village not. But after the Prime Minister ग्राम सड़क योजना, जब से अटल बिहारी वाजपेयी हमारे प्राइम मिनिस्टर थे, तब से ये स्कीम शुरू हुई थी। अभी ये स्कीम खत्म हो चुकी है, मतलब इस ऑब्जेक्टिव अचीव हो चुका है। हर गांव को हम ऑल वेदर रोड से जोड़ चुके एज पर द गवर्नमेंट रिकॉर्ड। ठीक है, चलो ये तो पालमपुर के बारे में या जनरल भारत के सभी गांवों के बारे में हमने जान लिया। नाउ प्रोडक्शन, what basic facilities every village has? Every village has roads, that is the conclusion. Every village has the transportation vehicles. Every village has electricity, almost every village have electricity. अब उन इलेक्ट्रिसिटी पोल्स में सही में बिजली आती नहीं आती, दैट इज डिफरेंट मैटर। इरिगेशन, व्हाट इज इरिगेशन? इरिगेशन मतलब अवेलेबिलिटी ऑफ वाटर फॉर फार्मिंग। याद रखो, फार्मिंग, अगर खेती के लिए पानी दे रहे हो तो उसको इरिगेशन बोलेंगे, और अगर आपके घर में पीने के लिए जो नल में पानी आता है उसको इरिगेशन नहीं बोलेंगे, हम उसको वाटर सप्लाई बोलेंगे। मतलब जो डिपार्टमेंट आपके घर में पानी भिजवाता है नल के थ्रू, दैट इज वाटर सप्लाई डिपार्टमेंट। लेकिन दूसरा डिपार्टमेंट जो आपके खेतों में पानी भिजवाता है कैनल्स के थ्रू या पाइप्स के थ्रू एग्रीकल्चर के लिए, दैट डिपार्टमेंट इज इरिगेशन डिपार्टमेंट। ओके, खेती को पानी सप्लाई करना इरिगेशन, घर में पानी सप्लाई करना water supply department. इसके अलावा schools are there in all the villages and health center, PHCs, primary health center. I hope you remember, you have studied about PHCs in your 6th standard. Okay, majority of the villages are in India are like this. Now come to the main thing, organization of production, arrange करना production. What is production? That is the main question first. Production means making of such things or services which we need in a day-to-day life. Okay, for example, you use shoes to protect your feet from some any damage, and shoes are important for you. So whenever person is selling and you are in need, you are ready to pay to that person, right? But if a person is selling something which you do not need, maybe person has put some sand in the polythene bag and giving you the sand, will you buy this sand? And that person says that use this sand as a paperweight. Why I would use that sand as a paperweight? I can take any stone from outside and I will use that. So that person is not, the person who is selling sand has not produced anything, because he did which is useless for the people. But if you make something which others need in their life, then you have produced that thing. So why production is done? Production is done mainly to earn profit. जब हम कोई भी वस्तु, that is goods, या कोई सर्विस पैदा करते हैं या बनाते हैं, तो उसका सोल मेन ऑब्जेक्टिव होता है प्रॉफिट कमाना. That is production. That is generation of goods and services which are useful to us. That is production. Because if it is useful, then only it will be sold. Then only people will pay for that. Okay, clear? So two things are very clear from here. Production means making something which is useful. Number one, making something which is useful, and number two, if it is useful, then only it would be sold in the market. Then only people would spend their hard-earned money for the product or the service that you make. Now, what is product and service? We have already discussed. I'm using my computer to record this. I have a mouse, I have a keyboard that is useful to me, so I've paid for that. At the same time, there is services. Services means milkman come to my house. I don't have to go to shop now. He comes and he gives me, and I pay him some 5-10 rupees extra. Maybe whatever I pay for that. That person is giving me salary service. I'm paying him for his service. Even any telecom company, whether it is Airtel, Idea, Jio, Vodafone, whatever, they give you service that you are able to talk to the person away from you because of the services given to you by the telecom sector. So this is services. Production of goods and services are known as production. So what are the main factors of production? This land, labor, capital and enterprise. We'll discuss them all in detail. Land. Here land does not mean land only. Here land means everything that is from nature. So land here, the word, the term land represent every natural resource that we use to carry on the production. For example, sunlight. Do we need sunlight for production? Yes. If you are a farmer, if you are growing wheat, barley, pulses, vegetables, fruits, you need sunlight. Sunlight is a resource. You also need water. Water is also a resource. You also need good quality soil. That is also a natural resource. So when we talk about the land, we talk about every resource that we need but which is obtained from nature. So land represented every natural resource that we need in order to carry on our production process. Okay. Next is labor. We need someone to work for our production. Even any one of you, uh, your father suppose works in a factory. The factory makes something. So your father and other people are working in that factory. If your father is the owner of that factory, he might have employed some other people to work and carry on the production. So labor is very important. And labor is of two types: skilled labor and unskilled labor. You need both the types of labor. For example, in school, take the example of a school. I am a teacher. I teach in school. I am a skilled person because I studied first, then I got the training how to teach, then I'm able to teach. But a peon or a sweeper in school, can they do my work of teaching? No, they are unskilled. They and I am skilled. In the same way, think of Google company, which is in California. There are some engineers who are continuously busy in developing new softwares. They are skilled employees. But when those engineers are busy in making new softwares, they are tired. They need to drink tea. They need to drink coffee or any juices. So peons bring them those. Or when the engineer enters into office, he wants a clean office. Maybe a person have already cleaned the office. That is unskilled laborer. So these images are very clear to explain you what is skilled and what is unskilled labor. Okay. Third is capital. Capital means rokda. Rokda means paisa. But not only paisa here. Capital means the things we need in the production process. जिन चीजों के बिना कच्चा माल हम जिसको बोलते हैं ना, यहाँ पे वो है. Capital is of two types: fixed capital and working capital. What is fixed capital and working capital? Fixed capital are those things which help you in the production process, but that things can be used again and again and again and again. And the working capitals are the capital which are used only once, then they are used up. For example, suppose you are the owner of a factory that make chips, potato chips. So you need potatoes. So you have imported potatoes from the farmers, and you put your potatoes in the machine, and the machine gave you the slices of the potatoes. It means your potatoes are used up. You cannot use those potatoes now, but those potatoes in the form of chips are sold in the market. So your potatoes are used up in the process of making chips. So this is working capital. In the textile industry, you need cotton. Cotton is used up in the process of production. That is working capital. But the machine which you used to convert potatoes into potato chips, that machine you can use again and again and again and again. So this is fixed capital that can be used again and again. Suppose you are a dairy farmer. and you have 10 cows or 10 buffaloes. You milk them. So your buffaloes are your fixed capital. You use them again and again. Then that milk you keep in cans. Cans are again used multiple times. Fixed capital. Then those cans are put in the vehicle, and vehicle takes those cans to the market. Those vehicles are also fixed capital. But the fodder, the chara that you fed to your buffaloes, that chara is used up. You can't get that chara again. You need to bring new chara, new fodder. That chara is working capital. I hope this is very clear. And the most important factor of production is enterprise. Enterprise means the person, the owner of the production process. That the owner arranges land, the owner arranges labor, pays them money, and the owner arranges capital. So whatever production is ready, that enterprise is the owner of that production, and the enterprise sells in the market and earns the profit. Then he shares the profit with labor also by paying them salaries. This is the most important factor, and this factor is so important that the second chapter of economics deals only with this factor, human resource. Enterprise is the owner of the boss that arrange all the things. Is it clear? Land, labor, capital and enterprise. भूमि, श्रम, भांडवल और संयोजक, ये चार हिंदी वर्ड हम उसके लिए इस्तेमाल कर सकते हैं. Skilled, unskilled, fixed and working. I hope this is very clear. This is an important topic that may be asked for 5 marks, can be asked for 5 marks. So be prepared with this. So here we have come to the end of this video. So what have we studied in this video so far till now? Generally, villages in India have the basic facilities that we came to know. Then again, we should not forget Palampur. We have not talked about any specific or particular village. We talked about the villages in India in general when we talked about the Palampur. Then we saw that production means creation of goods or even services that we need in a day-to-day life. And the main objective to carry on the production is to earn profit. मुनाफा कमाना सबसे बड़ा उद्देश्य होता है प्रोडक्शन के पीछे. And we saw that there are major factors of production like land, labor, capital and enterprise. And some factors of production can further be divided into some categories like labor, skilled and unskilled, capital, fixed and working. So this video is completed. Now next will be multiple cropping. We'll see about this much. We have studied everything generic about the production process. Next video onwards, we will focus only on agricultural production, not any industrial production. Industrial production we will be studying next year in geography. Here we'll focus only on agricultural production in this chapter. I hope this is very clear. If there is any doubt, ask me in the comment. Till then, keep learning, take care, God bless you, and goodbye.